tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman, this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman, this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman, this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman, this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Lifestyle, rated M for mature. Hosted by Damian Phillips. It's informative, provocative, and unconventional. Hosted by Damian Phillips. Lifestyle.
Sing-a-dong-dong-dong-dang, sing-a-dong-dong-dong-dang. Put away out, put away out. Day, 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 day. Diggy, diggy, ding, day, 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 day. Diggy, diggy, ding, diggy, diggy, ding. Some gyal a ruffle up all of it. Me them want piggy the jacket, but me nah go mind no bikini if me know I know me make it. Drop back that I make another pick. Smarty else that might have it. Cause a picnic they not even have as much as me fingertip. So girl from you know say you know your picnic daddy. Girl jump around in the air make me see. Now for you guess it for me or beanie.
9 minutes past 5 o'clock. You are not the father. DNA test reveals I left my glasses. I'm gonna wear my glasses tonight. DNA test reveals 70% jackets. I tell you, you have some topic where we just can always have to be revisiting. Always have to be revisiting because it's reality. It's what is happening. So I normally talk about the 35% that the U.S. Embassy make mention of. Those of you who always watch my show, you know, I always say that. So the U.S. Embassy said 35% of Jamaicans are jackets. Yeah, 35%. But guess what? What I never said, or maybe sometime I say it, I don't know if everybody get it. What normally people leave out when they say this status is, good evening, Miss Cover, how are you doing? ARG Wagwan. Is the part where that is the amount of people, they did their sample or they got their sample, excuse me, from those who apply. So like when the filing is taking place for the child, that is where them get them sample from. So it's not a 35% of Jamaicans, but me I say, them said 2 or 3 times the amount of Jamaicans live outside of Jamaica. So Jamaica have close to 3 million people now. So they want to say we have about 9 million, 6 to 9 million Jamaicans in the world. Because not only in Jamaica. And of course, you have Jamaicans. Good evening, Gloria. Good evening. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. So what we're looking at this evening, I was so astonished when I was scrolling Facebook and I saw this from the Star. There's a man holding up a document and it says you are not the father, and it seems as if it came out of an envelope. So I see this heading, you are not the father. DNA test reveals 70% jackets. So obviously that must mean 70% of Jamaicans are jacket. So we are going to look on this and see if it's true. Me and my friend were having a discussion earlier. I asked her to be my guest one night because she mentioned something, and I'm going to read it. I think it's very important. And like I said, I would want to hear a story. About 3 persons share something similar to this on Facebook, and then I asked them to be my guests, and one did actually say yes, and then them checking out. My friend Desiree said she will think about it and get back to me. So I'm saying it and putting out there, so hope. So she said, I believe, and this is something that has been happening for a long time, hence why I grew up thinking my father was my father, but he was not my father. And even though my biological father was from Manchester, he was living less than 10 miles away from me. I was well in my 30s when I knew the truth of who my real father is. Strange enough, I am tall as he, with several birthmarks as he, and I was told by many people that I walk like he does and fully resemble him. It is a cruel thing to do to both child and father. And me and I have one long discussion, long. Me see even Marie Wayne, which I need to send this link to Marie, so she knows I yesterday. Marie will normally think, she say, my question is though, women the true and do differently. I don't know what that mean. Are they opportunists? Are them just bad and wicked? So as me say, no, but me send out a link to, yeah man, she get the link already. She get the link already. So if you're just logging on, you know miss nothing. The show just about to start. The show is just about to begin. The show is just about to begin. So I always say this, that if it's 70%, that no 35% that the US embassy say based on people who apply filing for their kids end up reveal that those who up to get the DNA thingy, 35% of them, it shows that they're not the father. They are not the father. Me always I say, me with my little bud brain want double that, and I was correct, because 35 times 2 is 70. 35 times 2 is 70. On a different note, just sharing, Buju cleared to enter Trinidad for a legend concert. For I Am a Legend concert, sorry. So Buju cleared to enter Trinidad. Alright, let me share a little bit on that. So Trinidad have this thing to say: if you were convicted in the US for a crime that you will, if you were caught in Trinidad, you'll do 1 to 2 years. Then you have to apply for special permission to enter. So Buju had to do that. So it was cleared. So to me, that's a good thing. I'm one of those people who believe, say, you can use the justice system and then say that, listen, a man need to do this and need to do that. And when you do what you're supposed to do, then them still hold it against you. You know what I mean? I say, him go to prison and him do him time. And at this point, to me, it is, I don't care whether I'm guilty or innocent, because guess what? Me not benefit from it in no way in our form. You get what I say? But I'm just saying, he did his time, so I believe that it only fair, say, people give him a chance. And some people, and that is how I reason it, some people say, but criminal. To me kind of have some levels when I look on this criminality thing. You know what I say? You have certain things where in my book just wrong, and you have other things where wronger, if there's such a word. You understand? You have some things where just wrong. But it's just like if I compare cocaine and marijuana. Of course, me I go say cocaine is evil and all of these things. They ask me about weed, and it's not just my opinion, because look what is happening now. The whole world I say, yo, weed, nothing wrong with weed. Although Jamaica still a bunny down. Jamaica is still burning it down, and the rest of the world is moving ahead to get things done. Something flat me don't know what. Am I pressing something? Okay, that is it. I think I'm trying to bring up something here that I saw, and for some reason I can't access my speaker. Why would I not be able to though? It looked like something I have to go ahead without it. But I saw a video host, and what we're looking at now this evening is this finding. I don't know by who, because I don't read it yet. As me telling you, me just want the shock effect like when me I read. So me just see the star say, you're not the father. DNA test reveals 70% jacket. By Shanna Small, star writer, April 18, 2019. And when me talk about them something, I always refer to a special feature that was brought on TVJ by Nadine McLeod, and she was focusing on this. And the discussion me and Desiree have a while ago on my page, which with this whole thing, is that I grew up and we hear say man a dog, a man this, a man that, and whatever. I always ask, so is it the punishment for a man wanting sex a lot to be okay, get a jacket and mind it? You know, me I say like why? And then them say stuff like if you're not gonna fall rules, fall can't shit by you, and if you never got it, them can't call your name. Mr. Prince, and some whole other something which I think actually bring credence to women just doing whatever them feel to do, and at the end of the day, society I go back them, because not care what one woman do, we are going to look on the positive side and say, well, based on all what going on, with the amount of pitney we dash way, like for a mother get pregnant and bring the child, you know, me I say thumbs up kind of. But we know when the responsibility part come in, we know really, you know, even today, I came home and my wife was appalled. She was like, I was listening to Hotline today, and they were interviewing this little girl that they murdered and raped in St. Andrew the other day. And the mother said the last time she spoke to her daughter was January, February, March, April. Now it's what, April. Now, not even if you live outside of the country, me can't see with you. Because everybody now have WhatsApp. Everybody now have Facebook. And if you make Facebook call it free. And if you use WhatsApp, maybe you're going to use up your data. But people dep on Facebook and them dep on whatever and all of that. No, I know it's a time of grief, so I'm not trying to come down on the mother. I'm just using it at a case and point for sure. You say, yo, people do what them want to do, because from January she not talk to her daughter. But what we hear, man this and man wicked and man ray. 70% of sample of 70% of the general population. Alright, so Mr. Prince started him question him already. I'm gonna have no answer yet, because we are gonna learn together. Alright, so introducing my song. Tanet, where are you? If you're new to Lifestyle, let me say welcome. And yes, we finally find our home, which is YouTube. Done with Facebook. Set them up. Come get the jacket, but me nah go mind no bikini if me know I know me make it. Drop back that I make another pick. Smarty else that might have it. Call a picnic then not even have as much as me fingertip. So girl from you know say you know your picnic daddy. Girl jump around in the air make me see. No fear guess it for me or beanie. No fear guess it for general degree. Two nigga can bring coolie bikini. And about your one registration fee. Karina say blacks are picnic daddy, but the picnic they really favor bunty. Them a raffle up on a dip. Me them want picky the jacket, but me nah go mind no bikini if me know one of me make it. Drop back that I make a nail pick. Smarty else that might have it. Cause a picnic then not even have as much as me finger. Some girl really have themselves cheap. Don't bring again a first picnic or creep. From this morning the Alright, remember that you need to do the subscribe thing. Not you need to. I'm requesting that you subscribe and like. You have the thumbs up. You can like it. You can also share. There's a share button. So if you want to share it to Facebook or you want to share it to other people, you can click share. And then the options will come up and you can go straight to, what them call it, something there, WhatsApp, and send it to whosoever you want to send it to. But also is it important for you to find that bell right next to Etana. There's a little bell there and it's notification. You can just click that, and when I go live you will get your personal notification. So again, for those of you just watching, just joining us, we are looking at this story from the Star. And it's titled, You Are Not the Father. And I think this is something that every man dread. Like when you do one DNA, and depending on the case, like you want, depending on who you all breed to, you know, like I say, you know, so me want the result for say negative. But then when you start invest, which you come back to what we were talking about last night, there's no man where from the girl tell him say, yo, she pregnant, and him start spend. You know what here say, no, he's not feeling picnic. I'm think some well pass up me now, something really. And there's this embarrassment thing. I think the bun thing and the wow. Yeah, this how well Thursday. This how we bun. This is our bun episode of Lifestyle. So the bun thing and the get one picnic, like them two something the man just can't deal with. You understand? Just can't deal with. Because not that I'm trying to justify it, but I think the reason why some man look on the whole bunting different from woman is because, and I think female too will find themselves in a position where them are mind the man, take care of the man. So you have this song where when I play from time to time, I don't remember who sing it now, but it's basically talking about this woman calling up her next woman and I say, yo, here what happen? Woman to woman, yeah. Here what happen? I have to call you up because I find your number in my man pocket. And guess what happen? I see the shoes when I wear and me buy it. See shirt on him back and me. I see the very car when and me, the car note and me pay for. You understand? I think when you make investment or you're making investment and find out say you get bun, whether you're male or female, it has the same effect. But I think men thinking, okay, no, I'm me I take care of she and she I take care of me, so me can just do whatever I want. And then you have some reality where people really not talk about. Cause you have some man where they can count on calendar like them and say, yo, at 3 months now I'm then I see him also the woman I'm not getting. You know what I mean? I say, oh, them tired and I have to work and make all of the excuses, and when the man them go out the road now, then it's a problem. So you have different reasons why people don't think that. I'm not getting into that. But me just I say man kind of think, okay, well, you know, I may supply, I may support you, then I should be able to do what I want to do. So the woman I go feel one way. But yeah, when the man now start mind the woman hear about bun, or when the man start mind the pitney before the pitney even born, and then now go do DNA, and the DNA results go come out and say, you are not the daddy. No. Man head one boss. So let's go to the story. And again, welcome to the show. So Prince is asking if it's 70% of the population or what? I really my mouse I get trouble. Try something again. No, I know my mouse. So yeah, the star. You are not the father. DNA test reveals 70% jackets, and it was published today, April 18, 2019 by Sashana Small Star Writer. A company that offers DNA testing in Jamaica has disclosed that in 70% of their tests, and thank you very much for asking, Prince, in 70%, a company that offers DNA testing in Jamaica has disclosed that in 70% of their tests, the men who were named as fathers had nothing to do with the paternity of the children. So I'm read that again. And I want people to get it clear. Because Prince, why your mother now waste her money at Senegal College? He was asking, what is that sample base? You know, is it 70% of Jamaica or what? So, you know, some people like I say, I'm not good at math I am not good at math either. But if 10 people got this place and 7 out of them is not the father, that is their sample. That is 10%. I mean, it's 10 people, so it's 70% of that sample. So only 10 people them sample. So we don't know. I don't know if you're going to share like how long they have been doing this and them kind of something there. But yeah. So a company that offers DNA testing in Jamaica has disclosed that in 70% of their tests, the men who were named as the fathers had nothing to do with the paternity of the children. In other words, 7 in every 10 paternity tests conducted by the lab showed that the men were not the fathers. Polygenics Consulting, which has been Polygenics Consulting, which has been operating in Jamaica since 2015, says it has witnessed a steady increase in the number of persons seeking DNA testing. Generally across Jamaica, between 30 and 100% visit facilities. 100 persons visit facilities that offer DNA testing, and families come to these facilities seeking DNA tests as early as when the child is 1 day old. So them that the people them like I miss one big name, I won't call it. Them that the people them where you have some mothers where say, me no say I never fit him. No, nope. So them want more. Me sure say enough him pitney. Look how long him there with that the other woman there and no pitney and just one night that the girl come up at the yard and breeding take place. No, enough him. I mean I tell the boys. Remember we do one story like that the other day when the mother tell her son say it's not for him pitney, it's the other man. Yes, this from day one. The first day baby just born people one day and their family members one DNA result. Sociologist Dr. Orville Taylor, big up yourself, Doc. My brethren, sorry, let me make sure I put out that disclaimer. While pointing out that the 70% figure is specific to polygenics consulting and not representative of the whole population, said they show a level of promiscuity among Jamaican women. Now, these things people not talk about. This is why people hate the man, because I don't know me. Me just talk some stuff, and more some people get it. I talk the things when most people not talking about. Well, in my head, that's what I think. I'm not really follow people things. So I say it some way to where me think are the right way. If you say you don't notice, me say me think. So me not nobody say, yo, you talking things. I'm like, no, that is, I'm entitled to my opinion. So, yes, Doc, I agree. The level of promiscuity, the level of promiscuity, these are the things that me used to talk about from school days. May I say, when them talk about man bad and man give bun, and me always hear them do the whole thing about man give bun more than woman, and me always I say, unless a man I go to, oh, you have to say it more, because if I am going to cheat with a woman, I'm going to cheat, it's with a woman, so chances are that woman is cheating too. So am I to believe that, okay, it's only this is where them teach way, which is just wrong. And how them teach it is like, so here say, you say something like them saying in Jamaica, majority of Jamaican man them not take care of them pitney, or is not a part of them pitney life. Lie and talk, read some stuff for Dr. Taylor writes in that Gleaner or whatever. He's lie them telling. And you have sometimes me hear women say that. Me used to talk about them something every single day. No good man at that Portland. No good man at that Port Antonio. I'm always I say, what is your sample base? All them do is sit down on corner. Then if you go on a corner where that is the norm, you're going to see that. You go on a corner that all these young men do is roll up spliff and dig out them unmiggle and knead out them unmiggle and stuff. That is what you're going to see. Does that reflect the entire population of Portland or even Port Antonio? No, it doesn't. Broaden your scope. Look at how many males we have running taxi. Look at how many males whenever any form of construction going on, you see them doing it. I want to say taxi, I mean the whole transport authority. Transport, not authority, transport, what the word am I look for? Yes, that's something there. Transport something. Yeah. So, if you say, most of the man them in a Jamaica, worthless, all them want to sit down and dig out them hand, maybe it's where you're looking. So, if you're a girl who you like the hype life, and you like the hot boy them, then you're going to say them this and them that and whatever. But no. So, there's another thing, and what people do. Trying to make my point. If you go to, say for example, what them call or something there, family court, and you see family court ram up, even say Port Antonio, whole heap of woman carry them man come at court because him not take care of the pitney. Then you're going to say, no man, this not look good. But grown at the taxi stand, me dep on the taxi man them. You're going to see more taxi operator at Berrydale, Bonneview foot a wait to get people to carry up than you ever seen in court. So if you're going to look at who are brought to court to take care of the pitney them, then you're going to want to say that. But it's not true. Trust me. You have something we grew up on here and we just repeat them over and over and over. There's no base, there's no facts to it. None whatsoever. So that's Dr. Sam read it again. Sociologist, my bad, Dr. Orville Taylor, while pointing out that the 70% figure is specific to polygenics consulting and not representative of the whole population, said they show a level of promiscuity among Jamaican women. Quote, I don't find the data particularly disturbing. If it's a case where the people are not in a stable type of union, this would be a reflection of that. If somebody is not very careful of scrupulous, I don't know if first may I say that already, about who she is having unprotected sex with, then there's a 70% chance then she will have a child for someone who is not the biological father. It points to some level of promiscuity. I need to slow down. He said it points to a level of promiscuity. That word always beat my bad because, yeah, I don't believe in being promiscuous. You know, you're supposed to. Meanwhile, Lenny Davidson, chairman of Father in Action, described the action of the mothers as, quote, child abuse. Which that I think that is what it is. I don't care what is the circumstance. Say you get pregnant for a married man, give the pitney in pooper. Yes. Maybe that child end up thank you for it. Make him know. Say make the pitney know say is him. Yeah, you're gonna look down upon me because we all know if night return today. And I always say this. Some very women who bash men and say all kind of something. Like there's this video that circulated the other day and went viral. I say, who don't want to know something about the woman who make the video? Because she never show herself and she never show her husband. She just show the woman and say, oh, the woman gonna meet whatever with her husband and all of these things. I say, chances are this is one of them Bible character kind of thing, where in Moses' days, people who are guilty of the very thing or worse will be stoning you. Even the man with them killed last night or yesterday even whatever in relation to the killing of the girl, chances are some of them see a man that sex have some 13, 14-year-old. But no, everybody, this is the action. Grab a big pickaxe and 2 stones. So you are stone somebody to death where guilty of something or you think guilty of something. But you yourself is guilty of it. And we see it over and over and over, countlessly. No care what happens on Facebook, everybody have an opinion and everybody want to share, everybody want to think. I say, oh, your deeds stay. With Ladisha the other day. Come out and share do our comic, and that is why I see it as comedy. Or take people man. And again, I'm saying taking people man is a reality. It's not a fantasy for some people. It is the reality. Some people accept it, some people don't. But she shouldn't come out and say it. And it so happened that every song we hear now, some songs from way back when whatever, talking about that. Taking people man. So because this little poor girl now do it for kind of boss or whatever, them something that normal something. Normal something. But guess what? You have people who take people, man, and criticize her. No, so look on this a dirty girl, she's a whore. You know what you're doing? You're a prostitute. All of these things. And find out for them deed. If someone could attack. Anyways, one child, so Father Inc. is saying that it is child abuse and said this can have devastating consequences for the child. Quote, one child I heard about, she went from being a straight A student to an almost high school dropout. Her father was filing for her, and when she found out that he wasn't the father, or that should be, and when she found out that he wasn't the father, she got very unruly. Her behavior changed. She started sculling school, and she got very promiscuous, he said. So Father Inc. people them a say him know of a case yo the girl father file for her. And this is why, and when me hear people talk up and read them, I get all upset to them skin. Cause I remember them call one of my favorite talk show hosts the other day and they were discussing this and he was saying, no man, no matter what you find out say is not yours, still being at the pitney life because you know it can create some. And then me not get up in my feelings now for the father them will go through that and I say, hell no, whatever. But when I sit down and I look on it and I say, you get involved with a woman and a child come about, irregardless of the circumstances surrounding, even if I break the condom break, even if she did take morning after and it never work, all of them something, the child come about and you say yes and you accept paternity. Now, after 15 years, and it's not a case where people that tell her say, yo, your father, that you know, and make nobody tell her nothing, you know. And you have in a family where they do it, you know. You have some mother, as in grandmother now, when no say, yo, I lie, then daughter tell. And then set them granddaughter straight or then grandson and say, yo, listen to me and listen carefully, you know. But I listen to your mother say, that the man is a father. You hear me and say, just keep it on low, you know, not tell nobody. But him. This is not the case. You are the only man that this child know about. And after 15 years now, you're going to, because you do tests and find out, you're just going to disappear out of this child's life. My thing is, I think this is the right approach. Maybe you would want to cut back, and depending on the relationship that you develop with the child. Because I know man who end up loving them stepkids. Because of the bond and because of the interaction and all of that, they have a life. You know me I say, although I think it's easier to accept somebody else pitney knowing I never did yours, but when you find out, say the one way that. But me I say, if you develop a bond with the child and all of these things, it's kind of hard if you step away from that. So me I say, maybe you go cut down on something. So when you just buy one shoes for $100, maybe you go look on $60 shoes or $80 shoes, because you're like, I'm just doing this for whatever. But when you disappear out of the pitney life totally, so my thing is, as me I say, wait till when the pitney come of age, where you can say to them, and I have a pastor friend. Him shared with me one time we were talking, and him I say, you know, life is funny because it's always the wrong woman have the right pitney. And me I say, brave, what you mean by that? And him said, don't worry yourself. One day you will find out. I'm like, okay. And we were talking, and he told me that him accept a jacket, and him know say him give one jacket too. Me say, tell me more. And him say, yeah man. Him know say him give a jacket, and him know say him get one. And he said that is when the girl, so it's a son, him no get, and him get one daughter as a jacket. And him say when the girl in her 30s, she came to him and she said, Daddy, may I have something to talk to you about? And him say, me know. And she said, you mean you know? You know what me I think? Him say, all right, go on, say what say officer. And she say, I get to find out, I don't know if DNA tested run or whatever, but I got to find out that you're not my biological father. So I'm saying, yeah, me know. So she said, oh, you do that? Oh, you take care of me? And me I say, with the woman in her 30s, oh, you take care of me everything? And him I say, so what me did for do? Your mother give me you. So what me did for do? And it's a case where he was married. So I did one outside jacket to, you know. No, me think all them something they really hot. When me think, you know, you get a child outside that may cause your marriage and all of these things and whatever, and you take it, you hold on upon it and say yes. So, you know, if it create, I have some man think like that, you know. No pitney over marriage. So if the pitney, yeah, you have men who think like that. So them, if them marriage mash up, then, you know what I say? Chances are they're like, oh, if everything did good in the first place, I wouldn't did go on a road, gone straight, so I don't really care. So him said, but what me did for do? I accepted you as my daughter. So what me could I do? I couldn't do nothing. She said, so when me supposed to call you now? He must say, that's up to you. You know me as daddy, so if you want to call me something else, it's totally fine. The other day, another young lady from Port Antonio shared her story. And she said growing up, she always concerned because she looks totally nothing like her brother. And her mother told her, she said one time she must have had 16 too, and she said she did brave enough and she asked her mother if the man where she saw her father is really her father. And she said what kind of question that she asked and whatever. Anyway, the long and short of it, she found her father. And she posted photo of him. I think this was last year. If it's not last year, year before, time I fly so fast. And she posted photo and all of that with people start ridicule her mother now. And she take them down and she made a post. And she's like, I wasn't making this post for hurt my mother or for say nothing bad about her or whatever. And her explanation was her mother came to Port Antonio from St. Mary when she was 18. She got pregnant in St. Mary and then she relocated. She wasn't aware of the pregnancy until she came to Portland. Upon reaching Portland, this man accepted her as, you know, take her in. And when she find out and tell him so she pregnant, him say him not care. Because there are good men like that. The contrary to what some people believe. You have some man, and I've heard it a lot of times, where they meet the woman pregnant, and them accept the woman with the pitney. I know of cases. I remember dating two mothers, and them pitney I did months old. You know me I say, like 18 months, something like that. 18 months, 16 months, yeah, months old. And you know, them accept the child as their own, and them take care. Cause there are some good man out there. You know me I say, worse if they not get none yet for themselves, so them like take it as a practice kind of thing. And so she actually give the man the pitney. And it kind of create a thing. But the girl find her father now, and you know, her father do all him can do for her. You know, me I say, me glad it not late. And she have a child to her too. So me I say, well, at least them will know them real grandfather. But in this case, the jacket father dead. So no relationship wouldn't be formed there. So may I say, you have things that happen. So let me continue reading the people them story. And if you're just joining us, we're looking at this case where this agency that does DNA in Jamaica since 2015 is reporting that 70% of their clientele end up fail the paternity test. So Father Inc was sharing that, yeah, there's this case. This girl was a straight A, and ended up almost being a high school dropout because in the process of filing, her father did the DNA, and it was revealed that he's not the biological father. And I guess he did not, because me here say there are provision. So you would actually do an adoption kind of thing. I don't know what true it is. Maybe I need to get some immigration lawyer, something to that effect, or people who know them something if explain to me. But yeah, so I heard that you can do the whole thing. The other day, those of you who watch the show all the while, remember one of my friends was sharing with me that there's this woman that had or have a twin, and one father live a foreign and the next one, and when him file is one of the twin them had it film. Yeah, those things are real. He said mothers should think about their children before deciding to name other men as father. And in this, there's a new thing in Jamaica now that the mother cannot just give a name up a hospital. The father has to be there to accept paternity to sign. And I think this stems a whole heap or something. Because we know the thing, God, it's a reality. Even if a club you go party, you go and you meet the man and him buy your juice and then you go sex, and me I do the good scenario, well, the worst case scenario would make nobody no feel so bad. So yes, you tell him say after you use condom and he stop at gas station and he buy the condom, but guess what, the condom bursts and you said crap and you take one man in after and all of these things and the pregnancy still come about, but you decide you're not aborting it. Stuff like that happen. So now you got the hospital and you figure have the baby and you tell the man say you need to come sign, and the man say alright now I can't sign nothing, because I'm not really sure. Which that is, I think, a study that they need to carry out. I believe this thing that them say majority, which is a lie, but most of the man them will not take care of them pitney. It stems from something. Part of them is them never witness one man in a them life as a father figure. And these things when I talk about, you have a girl, she talk to one youth, him at 19, 20, 21, whatever. And him just want to have sex because sex is the thing to do. And him not want to picnic because him nothing. But then he get pregnant and then the mother of the girl saying, you need to step up to your responsibility and be a man. Him still a boy, him still a child. 20-year-old are still boy, pitney. I still pitney that. And you gotta tell him, say, step up to him responsible and be a man. No. He never want to be a man. He just want to have sex. There are a lot of 15-year-olds right now having sex where you think them want their mother put them out and say, okay, you turn big man and big woman now, so go on. Go find work and go. No, them don't want that. They want to talk to you and them want disrespect you and them want tell you, say them have them rights worse if them in America and all of these things. But you think them want to pay a bill? You think them want to work? Even if them want to work, them want to pocket them own money. Them still want you to pay them phone bill. Them still want you to buy food. Them still want you to do everything for them. I'll do what them think them have a right to do. And then the law at 16 says yes, them free to do it. So the chairman here is saying mothers should think about their children. And my humble opinion, I think when they raffle up something going, the woman make her choose a best case scenario to say, who will be better fit for my child? But this man is married, so right so, and him don't tell me say no want no more pitney, so him not go on a pitney. And then guess what? Him tell me about abortion, so me not know with this a piece of junk here. Cause no, me not believe in abortion, me not about my pitney. But that little youth here, yeah, him promising, boss him not no pitney, no, him a go blood it. Yeah, me think some careful planning going at jacket giving. That is my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. If you share that opinion, and let me put up my number so you can call. If you share other opinions, you can call me and let's have a discussion. Moving on. So he's saying, I read that already 2 times. Quote, she's choosing amongst her sexual partners which one she wants to call the father. I think it's a cop-out on her part. It's not the mother's choice, he added. He also pointed to another possible consequence of naming the wrong father. Quote, on a bigger scale, you may even find brother and sister getting married, he said. And every time I discuss this, I talk about this. I know of a case where this young lady got pregnant at 19. And the circumstances surrounding the person that she got pregnant with wasn't one of those, glorifying ideal situation. So she decided not to give the child the father's name. And it's one of those situations where, as me did say again, the man say I'm going to deal with it, and this young teenager, well, not really young teenager, but a teenager, thinking dealing with it meant him a go, stand up to his responsibility. So him call her and say, which part she want to deal with it. So him say, she said, what do you mean which part want to deal with it? And him say if it's in her parish or she wanted to go to Kingston. And she said, what are you talking about? Lo and behold, he was introducing abortion to her. And she said, no, not doing it. To date is the only child she have. Not doing it. So because of that, she gave the child her name. And I always wonder, I say, so when the pitney then or get big and, all up in her, start put on breast and look good, the mother ever think about she going somewhere and meeting somebody and one natural attraction, something just kick off, and then when they get to find out it's a family member, things like that happens. So if I know nothing else, that is one of the cases where me think say the mother is obligated. So I don't think naming a father, like the chairman is saying, I don't think a mother have a right to name a father or to give a... No! Once the pregnancy take place, all of that, like them say, every pitney get them last name first. So once it's a Phillips get you pregnant, the pitney name Phillips. Afterward, you choose the first name. So the Bible says last shall be first and first last. I one of them kind of something there. Yeah. So every pitney get them last name first. Because from a one Smith get you pregnant, the pitney name Smith. Then again, I have to go sit down and come up with what Smith you want to name the child. So now the last name become the first name and the first name become the last name. I mean in the order that it comes. So when you are right, and if you realize, I saw things come to me now people, I'm not reading something in a book. Most official documents, which of the names they require first? A lot of times when you're filling out some stuff, they ask you for your surname first, and some people always get tricked and forget on next paper. Cause them ask you for your first, you got a doctor place and your last name then put on first. Then your first name, then your middle name. Yeah. Because the first name you say you get again is what? Your last name. So I always say that. There's another case, and them something that people know me are telling about, where this young lady, she was at her business place and she see somebody walk up and asking for a name. But the name where me ask her, nobody never really know the name there. So somebody say, no man, the only me know is as it and them say alright, and them lead the man over to where our business place is. So them talk and talk and talk. So she was saying to me, say, listen to me. You see, from the man walking, me start see features. A matter of fact, him a dead stamp on my brother. Dead stamp on my brother. Me start see features. It ended up that, and our mother did tell her, say a 2 birth certificate me get for you, because you're the scenario now. The mother was married, and if Gloria know who them, because up Gloria place then come from, a whole 5 years ago. So the mother was married. This is the story where me get. So me buy it, so me I sell it. Me now make no profit. Selling at cost price. So the mother was pregnant, and she and which happened to a lot of Jamaicans. She and the husband couldn't take tea anymore, so she split. So she left the community and went to Port Antonio to live. She met another man, and I want to assume so the man did a water the head. Sorry, that's a mistake. And the man decides he want the pitney. Although him didn't know, she tell him straight up. So she neither try give him the jacket. She tell him straight up, say whatever. A lie, and that's how you go. When she break up with the man, I'm not telling a lie on the people. When she break up with the man at Port Antonio get her pregnant. Right? The man at Port Antonio get her pregnant, but she was still married because she never did divorce. And the husband come and find her and say, listen, me want you to come back home. I know me that call it near my place, but me don't want Gloria. Me don't know if Gloria want nobody know say. Yeah, me want you come back. And she tell him, say, me pregnant. And him say, liar, tell me not in a belly. And she say, yes, I am. And him say, him don't care, him want the pitney. So it was the husband who said he wanted the child. And there's a part of law that I'm not a lawyer, so I can go research it myself or ask lawyers. I am married now. If my wife should get pregnant, even if me automatically is my child. And the law can make them provision there. So you have what they call common law, which that is when you're not doing an official ceremony, whatever. I don't know if it applies to that. But if you're bona fide married and living together and thing, once the woman gets pregnant, the man is, yes, you have to go refute that fee, get fee, because guess what? Them not, once you're married, them not gonna ask no question about father if come sign and all of these things. So yeah, you have a lot of married men who get jackets like that, because later on them have to go refute it and then go court. And then I don't know about Jamaica, but America court set up one way where even if the DNA say you're not the father, as long as you sign and accept paternity, you automatically is the daddy. Then no business what DNA wants to say, because what judge I go tell you say every child deserve and is entitled to a mother and a father. So them say that in a court, but they have some woman say, oh, me no business and make them drunk or they left me pitney alone. Me alone to be mother and father. And whatever something. And no, that is child abuse. And you preventing your child to be a part of his father's life, vice versa, you're actually abusing the child. Go and go do your survey. And this is something I always have to explain to women, especially girl. When the boy them would tough up and say, oh, me no business here, man, because that the man they and every time they say something about him, I be about it come out about them father. A girl want to know her father. And okay, I've seen it so many times. And I care how much time the papa tell lie and say, oh, nobody not talk to me tonight. What happened? And I care how much time the father tell lie and say, me I come pick you up and I come no way. Or promise me I go buy you this and I buy you. The last one of that me see. The father say, he might carry one Apple computer come give the girl. When the girl get the Apple Prince, you want to see the dinosaur where the man carry. From foreign too, From foreign. The man could have go on eBay and buy one nice notebook. One nice Mac Air. Do you want to see the dinosaur? But, can't come between she and her father. Cannot. So, like I say, I believe it's a child neglect. But I've read all of the stories, so let me go to the comments here. Since no want to talk to me, I'm have my WhatsApp up and all of these things. You can send me voice notes, text, call. Recharge Jarrett say, most time you ask a woman, how do you know the man is the father? Their usual answer is, she looks like him. Look at the nose, the feet, the fingernails, the toenails. Well, woman, a more decent and respectful self-worth answer would be, I am sure because he's the only person I slept with. I remember when I think the first time I did a DNA topic. And now that you guys are on my page, you can go through. Was it a boy? No, it was a girl. It was a girl. Now that you guys are on the page, you may want to go through other videos. They have like over a year, all of them videos that we do before is there. Also, I have Vox Pop when I used to do it and do my show on Satcom. So you can go through and look through and refresh your memory on some people important too. Because I have over 8 years worth of archives of video on YouTube. So yes, now there you can go and look and see what's what on there. And I remember I was asking, what would you do if, and I was asking mainly females, what would you do if you got pregnant and your husband or your boyfriend or your significant other request a DNA test? And I remember there's one lady, I can't recall if she was pregnant at the time, but her answer was, if I should get pregnant and I tell my husband that I am pregnant, and him have the audacity to ask me a fool, right there, so relationship done. So I went further to ask, what would you do? And she said, listen, me sure, me confidence I would have for him. So guess what? All the thing he asked me for the DNA money me I give him. And I remember my guest the night. I had 2 females in studio, and they were so furious. And this is a disrespect. How can I tell you that I'm pregnant and you're going to ask me so? I mean, I said, given the situation, which a lot of us think to stem from, because here I mean, I understand how some people think. Yeah, well, some woman them book one man. I mean, I always use myself as a perfect example. Them time when I did single, I'll single living in Jamaica by myself, live alone, bachelor, whatever. But I always say it. Why if me tell a woman say me single she believe? What is wrong with me? Me not ugly. You know what I mean? I say me depend radio, me depend TV. I was teaching, not never wrong with me. Say, you get what me I say? So why a man tell you? I mean I believe no woman believe that in the whole heart. You just meet a man and the man tell not no wrong with him. You know, see say him blind or even blind man have woman. Not no wrong with him and maybe oh no meet a dance when a dance someone you start feel part time start rise up and all of these things. So you know in a dysfunctional and you think same now nobody? Really? Same thing with woman. Me not play the game. I mean look, we have the story of the woman at the well, right? When Jesus asked her for her husband and she said she not none. And Jesus start read out the woman deed, poor thing. You know see why me can't stand a better cause Jesus read out the woman deed and tell us 5 married man she asleep. So what left me if you do? If Jesus do that, what left me if you do? Because Jesus could have hold it down still and I say, yo, I know, you know, I'm not gonna really bust a secret. But guess what? Jesus promised her water that she will never thirst again. I mean, I've dirty mind people. Every time when me think about that story, I hear it in a church. My mind just got some place and I have to ask God for forgiveness. You know, Jesus offering water that she will never thirst again. And I say, so I'm gonna stop for people say me a blaspheme. So, the reality is, you have women who they're sexually involved with men and they don't consider that I'm a man. I remember I was with this woman one time and I got upset because I think she came by my house and one receipt, but I forgot. One MoneyGram receipt drop out, Gloria. MoneyGram. I forgot. I'm look panny and me see Garth Sinting another Ray Grand K man. Watch me now I call out people in name. Jamaica small, you know. Anyway, so me hold it cause me I like some old fridge, you know. Me have to muscle up for hold something, you know. I hold it when me couldn't weeks in a Gloria. When I couldn't hold it no more, me say, so who is that? She said, no, go on, member good. Don't me did tell you about this man and me did supposed to talk to. We don't live here. Him only come once a year. And remember me did explain to you and tell us because of this big old man and me just fed up on him because if we have sex and me just turn a little bit him cuss and stop. You know, him just believing that they go up and tap joke till him come. Me say, oh, yes, me remember him. She say, yeah, him. So me I say then now and next time she there somewhere and somebody ask her this somebody I look at her, you know. And that's somebody who know me, you know. Who are man and she said the man. So me I say, well on, what really you going? Gloria, hear her explanation. Damien, you're not supposed to say nothing, you're not supposed to feel no way. Me say, why? She said, because me and you there more than him. Like him come to Jamaica once a year and basically me and you there. And you know me, I get up all of my feelings. And because me never did actually see myself as one side man, you know, or one F-boy, that's what them call them, that's another term. Me never did see myself as that. Me think me did have a good girlfriend. Like, and they were like, well, I mean, who is going to resist collecting, you know, getting sent to any form of remittance places where, you know, that is extra money. You're not even doing anything for it, kind of whatever. But those are some reality when me I say we don't really talk about, because me saying it now, some people when I like me go to bun me out and I say, oh, you hear them something I discuss, decide for discuss. But it's the reality. It is the reality. There are females now going to Western Union and MoneyGram, all of the other places them go collect from some man way. Anyway, me leave that alone. Something just dropping on my spirit, so leave it alone. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But as me say, the reality we don't talk about, right? So this man is in his comment, he's like, when you ask the woman, say, oh, you know, so him pitney, and him list out, oh, him favor and walk like and whatever. A more, you know, decent answer would be, I am sure, because he's the only person I've slept with. Prudy says, sorry, you're not the dad. Get over it. TS says, anyone who is surprised by this must have been living under the rocks. Phil McNasty says, means Jamaican full of father who are mind jacket poor we. Otis James said, lol, all fathers out there get a DNA test. No. Tasha says, so sad. And MG said, I mean, know if me go to me know if me go to the Star and feed them page, like some colorful something again. Didier, read this. But I think anybody saw that video that so Ladisha's mom is talking out now and sharing her side of the story. Yeah. Anybody see it? First video I'm saying I like it, cause the man stop every minute and about we do a video so we have. I'm like, yo, you could go edit that. Like, come on, do some you just quick to send it out there. If you say me at the first, I'll do the mother say, oh, Star, me talk to the Star, you know. So no, man, it wasn't the first. People, it is 10 o'clock. I'm going to read one. May I read a couple of them comments here from the Star on Facebook. Marcia Walcott said, a lot of those men knew the children was not theirs, but they loved the mother, so they just love the children and bring them up as their own. Nothing wrong with that. Lot of respect to those fathers. I mean, I gotta be, you know me just feel say that woman give one jacket. Oh, sorry, me just feel say this woman give one jacket because me sure she wouldn't want that for her son. Which no lie, foolishness, not no go so. I think the only time one man I got accept one pitney when he knows I never feel him and not him make it is if him can't breed nobody. I don't know me talking here sometime. And him just so glad for one pitney. Yeah, so a man know when I'm late 20s, early 30s and him friend them all a bash him and I say, yo, gravel balls, man, Guinea, yes. So one woman fling on one little jacket pan him. He go, no good, well thinking man, not take up nobody pitney where they know say enough. Allow me to tell people that the truth. No, sir, that the woman give jacket. So she come, oh, there's nothing wrong with whatever. No, abuse, give the man him pitney. Make him refuse it, you still do the right thing. Not putting them down, but our lovely Jamaican women have been known to run jacket for decades. I knew of this one farmer in the country whose wife gave him 10 children, and out of the 10, only 2 belongs to him. But he schooled and fed them all those years until they became adults. So although it may not be right, but it has been a part of our culture for years. Probably my daughter ain't mine, but I've been taking care of her for 17 years and will continue. Now, me a be a confession me I get from them kind of people here. The two comment them when I read so far sound like confession to me. This a man I say probably mean that and of him. No, honest, me now mind up it. I'm not sure that for me. Oh, sorry. Margaret Hill says the great King David wanted Bathsheba to give Uriah jacket, but sometimes a jacket picnic turn out to be the one to be the best one, the one that will help the father. All right, now read no more. Let me share a story. I don't know my love chat story. So she did prefer the money more than you. But that was that's exactly what I came up with. So I say, oh, and right, so guess what happened? I think we didn't last a month after that, you know. Gloria, to be honest, we didn't last a month because may I say, if we then a Port Antonio and you did somebody ask it, oh, your money, I give one name in a. So her explanation, maybe me never did say it. Her explanation, Gloria, was she don't know who, and she wouldn't want somebody go back tell him whatever. I'm like, all right, this a woman a driving on my car. Me used to drop her at work because she'd work at one place where I have some weird hours. And me used to, some people see we and we weren't hiding. Some because in my head me as I'm a good up woman this, you know, like if I know me I hide other people. Oh, this woman that make me know straight up say, yo dude, you're on the side. What you talking about? No, when nobody asks me what my man I got, me I gotta tell them I want to take you. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just play my role. I don't have a problem. And it never lasts because I'm very selfish. So I say over and over Dexter Dapstock mode. All when she have 10 man, more and be 11. Not Damien Phillips. Not Damien Phillips. Me is it's a Taurus thing. Yeah, we like our own. Don't me say that last night, Gloria? We like we own or something. Yeah, we not like the share thing neither. That's just it. I understand one of them thing there. So which story I say me that go tell you? Yes, one of my friend. She said this man no say farmer came to and I know say me get one jacket and him take care of it and everything. All college He end up send the pitney go. And he had some more. And can you believe it? When him sick and stuff, is the jacket take care of him. Yep, so there are those cases. Is the jacket take care of him because the youth say, oh, me don't know no other father. So he make sure, and I think some amputated leg something, so wheelchair and people go take care of him. And yeah, the jacket make sure say him do him parts. So there are those cases, but there are other cases where not so pretty. I have some where, you know, they have cases where the jacket papa do everything for the pitney, and then the pitney come cuss him and say, I'm my father. Yeah, I do I take you. Mommy tell me say I'm my daddy, you know, so you can't tell me what to do, you know. Worse when them think them turn big man and big woman. Prince said, so what that mean? Even if the jacket grow up to be the president, that's not justify the act of giving jacket. Why them leave the Bible out of this? Why them not leave the Bible out of this? No, because what them I say is, which is true, like this jacket thing. In fact, I don't know what it is, so don't hold me to it. In fact, I was told that Cain was a jacket for Adam. So them say Cain did the devil pitney, you know, that's why Cain killed Abel, you know, over jealousy and all of that. You understand? Yeah, one brother did show me one book one time, how Jesus black and all of them, which we're not going on that road. But yeah, so the jacket thing around long time. And even me getting in trouble a Thursday night, so me can say this so people can vex with me till next week. Me don't have a problem. Last night for do the show. So I pointed out to somebody, and me I go use Bible. And yes, Prince, me I go use Bible. I pointed out to about two church man say, you know, I say, me feel say then kind of trick we, and he must say we do. I mean, I say, if you're looking in your Bible, and you go to Matthew chapter 1, it tells you about the genealogy of Jesus. And yes, if you don't have a problem when people sound like them a blaspheme, maybe we not go and hear this, but yeah. So if you go to Matthew chapter 1, and if you have one of those Bible that have the heading something, it will tell you stuff. So now I use King James version, because I know nobody say me and make up no nothing. So King James version, Matthew chapter 1, verse 1 say, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Again, this book of the generation, you know, we talk about generation or generation, we talk about family. You have other headlines where say the genealogy, and you have other things where mean, you know, the whole making up of Jesus. So them say the book of generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. And it has listed from all of them come straight down. And Joseph is actually in that lineage. Why would they say Jesus, the generation of Jesus, and list it from Abraham come all the way down to Joseph if Joseph wasn't Jesus' biological father? But no, Christian will not accept that, because how could you dare say that a man had something to do with... Alright, so maybe just I read part of it for kind of go know what me, so you can go and look at it on yourself. So, Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac, begot me not him son. Isaac begot Jacob, Jacob begot Judah, Judah and his brethren. And Judah begot Phares and Zara and Thamar, and Phares begot Ezram, and Ezram begot Aram, and Aram begot Aminad, whatever, I don't know if I pronounce him something here, and him begot Nason, and Nason begot Salmon, and Salmon begot Boaz of Rahab, and Boaz begot Obed of Ruth, and Obed begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David the king, and David the king begot Solomon of her that had been wife of Urias, and Solomon begot Rehoboam, and Rehoboam begot Abia, and Abia begot Asa, or them pronounce that. And Asa begot Josaphat, and Josaphat begot Joram, and Joram begot Ozias, and Ozias begot Joatham, and Joatham begot, as me just as me feel like, I don't know if I pronounce them, and him begot Ezekias, and Ezekias begot... Alright, more fast forward, because me don't know if I pronounce all of them something here. We want to go down to 12. And after they were brought to Babylon, Noahs begat whatever that is, and him begat him, and we want to go down to the part with the old where Joseph come in, because alright, let's go up to the names that I can pronounce. And Jacob begat Joseph. So all of that I'm showing you the lineage from, and a Bible may I read, I'm not making this up, I swear, I kid you not, as they would say. So let's go to Jacob. And Jacob begot Joseph, and Joseph the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who is called Christ. So all the generation from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David until the carrying away in Babylon are 14 generations, and from this carrying away in Babylon unto Christ, so it comes straight up to Christ, are 14 generation. Now the birth of Jesus Christ. And alright, so the point I'm making, I know I saw a lot a while ago, and maybe at first and that you're not like this, but this is a revelation that I got on my own. I think it was a Christmas period. Because I grew up and I asked some people, and say no. Me grew up and hear say Joseph was Jesus' earthly father. And then of course say God, all of us heavenly father, right? But I am saying, no Bible scholar, I've never been to no theological seminary or nothing like that. Humble youth like me get this. What would be the point to talk about Cover's generation if one of them were adopted or one of them never did follow the bloodline? Why would I go back to the Covers from, if I could trace it from Africa all the way back till when the Cover them come? I use them as Cover because one of the year me know the name brother and sister and come, and then it no go so. So I am telling you, I am putting it to you that Jesus, and you them say it in a church all the while, son of David. How comes Jesus become son of David if there wasn't from the bloodline come down? Alright, leaving that alone. On the vex with me all in one, because I know saying something and nobody not really said them. But it's in the Bible. You can go and read. You can go and read it for yourself. Saying all of that to say, this jacket thing, and a prince make me go there so because I'm about them to leave the Bible out tight. All in a Bible jacket there, man. All in a Bible jacket there. So don't think it not in there. Anyway, guys, let me say thank you very much for sound like Johnny Cooler. For being a part of the show this week. I enjoyed it. That week I done too fast, you know. Me have a problem with that week here. It done too fast. So guess what? Welcome to the new home for lifestyle. This is where we're at. Remember that it's recorded, so you can go back and watch it and share it. Until further time, if it's the will of the Father, I'll be here. Me don't know. Wanna send me a message on my WhatsApp if you don't want to show Monday night. Cause I tend to not want to do no show in Jamaica holiday. I don't know why. Knowing that we have a mixer. So if you don't want to show Monday night, please let it be known. If not, I still have to Sunday till tell me to. Until then, my name is Damien Phillips. If you can't be good, please be careful. Alright? Remember me telling you.
No fear get it for general degree. Two nigga can bring coolie bikini. And about your one registration fee. Karina say black star picnic daddy. But the picnic they really favor bounty. Them a raffle up and a dip. Me them want picky the jacket. But me nah go mind no bikini. If me know what me make it. Drop back that I make a nail a pick. Smiley else that.
Every time I think we would fall out. Every time we disagree, you start shout. Why every time I pack my things and walk out? I even find myself and think about we always have vex and fight, then love and make up. Yo, it's Lifestyle TV. I know we're keeping it live. Bang it.